Barrufio's brain elixir and tonic for trace detection. Let's clarify a few things. I'm Professor Voqas, and this is Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
Hello, Professor. I didn't see you there.
Every new event, I see people on Facebook, Reddit, Discord, I see these same questions coming up about Barrufio's brain elixir and about tonic for trace detection. So I figured I'd make this video to kind of clarify some of the things as it currently sits, at least in the game. So we're going to start with tonic for trace detection. I actually did a video just the other day and actually ran some tonics and talked about the numbers and stuff. So let's go into the game itself and let's just go over to potions. So over in potions, I'm here at my tonic. It just shows how many I can make, that type of thing, how many I have. But if you click on it, click actually on the bottle itself, it pops this screen up. Now, if you look, again at the top tells me the number I have. Right above the ingredients, SOS training effects. It has reduced brew time, minus 19%. In my SOS tree, I've just unlocked nodes, so instead of having to look through all the nodes, I just know, oh, I'm almost 20% less brewing time. Underneath that, additional traces. Again, without having to go through my SOS tree and add them all up, this tells me how many more traces am I going to get produced within that 30-minute window that I have, and it's going to be 8. So then, here's the big question that people have is, how many am I going to get? Well, it has changed. It used to be 1 every 3 minutes. So 30 minutes, you would get 10 traces. They changed that post-COVID. Right now, it is 1 per minute. So you should get 30. 30 plus whatever your additional traces number is. You should expect that. Now, what those traces will be, that is RNG. There is no specific, it will be this, this, and this. It will just be drawn from the regular pool. I had pretty good luck during the last event where I was actually getting a ton of the event traces, 2 tonics in a row. The first one produced a decent number, and then the second one produced even more. So I was able to get a ton. It was during the bonus task, and I needed to get 45 brilliant spawns. I ended up getting 14 off of one and like 20 something off the other. But that can vary, and a lot of people, that's not usually the questions I see. The questions I see are, why am I getting this number of traces? And people are saying, oh, I get this number, I get this number. The number should be static unless if you've moved and maybe missed one or something, like it appeared but then you walked away from it. I mean, that's a possibility, but if you're staying in one spot and you're able to see all of them, you should consistently get 30 plus whatever your number of traces is. For me, it was 38 in the first tonic and 38 in the second that I did in my actual video. Since then, I've even kind of counted them up as I went along instead of trying to specifically write them down, but still getting that 38. So it's been pretty consistent for me. Again, staying in one spot though, so I know I'm getting every single one, because if you are moving, if it can get lost behind an inn or it can get lost in a bunch of other ones and you keep walking and then it kind of goes away. So then you think it wasn't there to begin with. So, tonic for trace detection, 30 traces plus the additional 8. That is mainly the question I see about that. Barrufio's is a little bit of a different thing. So let's go to my Barrufio's. And the Barrufio's, it's not even about this screen specifically, but this screen has the information. So first you can see increased experience gain plus 50%, again from the SOS training effect. That's why it's under that heading. Reduced brew time minus 19%. Duration extended plus 10 minutes. So it goes 40 minutes. People don't have questions about that. I'm just pointing out you can look at this information there. Right above that, grants double wizarding experience from traces, wizarding challenges, and port keys. First, let's talk about wizarding experience. What is wizarding experience? Wizarding experience is the experience that's going to level you up. So with a max level of 60 and you start at 1 and it goes up. So I'm going to back out. So let's go to this screen right here, upper left here, level 47 it says for me, and then it has my experience there. That's wizarding experience. Anything that makes that go up, Barrufio's will double. Heading over to the registry, I'm just at Ministry of Magic right now. You can see right under the words Ministry of Magic, there's that bar. It says rank 65, has the asterisk, and then it says 53 out of 100, and it says bonus there. That right there, That is called family experience. Barrufios will not double that. No matter how you're getting it, most of the time you get this through using runestones and fortresses will get you family experience. If I use a Ministry of Magic runestone in a fortress and I get a fortress fragment back, that is a Ministry of Magic foundable, I'll get a little bit of family experience. It'll make this bar go up, but will not double. It will not double. Barrufios doesn't affect it. In addition, anytime you return one of these foundables, you get family experience for it, and anytime you place an image, you get family experience. Barrufios, again, no effect on that. So why is that important to know? The main reason, and the reason people ask about Barrufios and does it double this experience, is because we have these tasks in events that say, get X amount of family experience. And Barrufios isn't going to help you with that. If Barrufios is only going to help you with wizarding experience. In addition, going over to events, a lot of times we have a brilliant family experience requirement. Again, that's still family experience. Barrufios is not going to help you with that. So when you have a family experience requirement, Barrufios is not going to help you. It's not going to make it go faster. You're still going to have to do the same amount of stuff. The reason you might put a Barrufios on is because when you do return a foundable, although you do get some family experience that Barrufios doesn't help you with, you're also getting wizarding experience, kind of, I'll call it normal experience. You're getting that normal thing to let you level up. So if you're having to go through it anyway, that's why you might put a Barrufios on. It's just not going to help you with that task itself. And going a little bit further, there is one more type of experience, and they really, I almost think they should have given each thing a different name, but it is what it is. Under challenges here, again, I'm in my registry, and at the bottom of the screen, the second one from the left, challenges, which has all these other different pages. The challenge registry, if you look underneath challenges, it says I'm rank 132, and again, it has a bar, 2037 out of 3320. That is challenge experience. It's experience you can only gain from going in a fortress. Now, when you go in a fortress, you're always going to get some wizarding experience. You're always going to get some challenge experience, this experience. It does not double it. It does not work on challenge experience. So if you're trying to rank this up, because every time you rank up, you get spell books, you get 2 spell books. So if you're trying to rank up, or just to rank up, to try to reach max rank, Barrufios is not going to help you with this either. There are also events that require you to get X amount of challenge experience to pass a task, and that also Barrufios will not help you with. Not to be confused, and not to confuse you, but sometimes it says you need to get a certain amount of wizarding experience from fortresses, which then makes you think of challenge experience, but it's not. It will use the term wizarding experience, and that's really where you need to look. Going back to potions, back over at Barrufios Brain Elixir, grants double wizarding experience. Really, that's as far as you need to go. Anytime it's something that's going to make that go up, just remember that if you remember nothing else. So we went over wizarding challenges. We went over challenge experience that it doesn't count for. That's on the challenge registry. We also talked about event and family experience in the regular one, the bars that go up, and those tasks. So there's still 2 more things here that we haven't mentioned. One is traces. If you're just out and about returning traces, every time you return a trace, it is going to give you a certain amount of wizarding experience that's helping your level go up. Barrufios is going to double those. That's really one of the main purposes of Barrufios. The last thing is the last word in that sentence, port keys. Port keys have a chance to give you wizarding experience, and it will usually appear all the way to the left of the rewards. It'll be the first thing it shows before it lists any ingredients or other things you may get. That right there does get doubled, and that actually can be a pretty healthy chunk of experience, because sometimes if it throws a lot at you and then Barrufios doubles it, that's great. So Barrufios does work on that. Unfortunately, port keys from events, brilliant port keys, a lot of times they will give you wizarding experience, potentially. They will also give you brilliant family experience, which will usually be that purple color, and it'll have a number in it or whatever. But that does not get doubled, because again, it is brilliant family experience. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but I figure if I do, everybody will really remember these differences. So again, going back to the most simple explanation, If it's experience that affects this screen, the level 47, if it's experience you gain there, it's going to double it. So if any event task says wizarding experience, Barrufios will help you do it. If it says anything else, challenge, family experience, brilliant family experience, dark arts family experience, Barrufios isn't going to help you with that. So just so you know, that's how Barrufios works. That is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you found that information interesting. And if you didn't know any of that stuff, if you're a newer player, you just hadn't really got into it too much, I hope that does help you make better decisions about when to use Barrufios, and then tonics, just how much to be expecting out of tonics themselves. In addition, the tonics right now are a little bit messed up because we are currently under kind of COVID rules of the game, and Pokemon Go, as well as Ingress, two other games in the same vein as Harry Potter Wizards Unite, they actually just rolled back to pre-COVID levels. So although this information should remain static for the most part, the one thing that might change is the number of traces produced from a tonic for trace detection. They may go back to the 1 per 3 minutes, in which case you would get 10 plus the additional traces you see on your tonic for trace detection screen. If and when that happens, I'll probably make a mention of it in a video. Actually, I almost definitely will make a mention of it in a video, just so people know that tonics are going to be obviously not as worthwhile as when you were getting 30 traces. Once again, thank you guys for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. I put out new content pretty much every day, events, guides, a lot of times vlogs of me just going through events and trying to give you tips along the way. All that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Nox.